Secretary Anton Lagdameo, please take your seats. League of Municipalities of the Philippines National President and La Paz Municipal Mayor Joseph Santanino Bernos, League of Municipalities of the Philippines President Emeritus and Narvacan Municipal Mayor Chavit Singson. We have a lot to learn from Manong Chavit dahil talagang siya siguro sa lahat sa atin dito isang yung pinakasanay at marami tayong natututunan kaya't lagi akong nakikinig kay Manong Chavit. League of Municipalities of the Philippines Executive Vice President and Kawayan Municipal Mayor Hermelina Goulart, officers and members of the League of Municipalities of the Philippines, all of whom are my fellow workers in government. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. To all of you here today, thank you for always answering our call for a united and undivided nation. Since I joined public office more than 40 years ago, I have made it my personal rule not to pass up any chance of meeting town mayors especially. I have always believed that if one cannot go to the grassroots, the next best thing is to touch base with local chief executives. Now that I am in office, that belief has not changed. It has only been strengthened. Municipalities are not the last outpost of government. Rather, they form the front lines of government service. You are the first responders to all our people, especially those in need. Municipalities are not mere implementers of national progress because you too can initiate your own programs. Municipalities should not be treated as passive receivers of projects from the national government. You must actively incubate your own initiatives, your own projects. Because programs developed by municipalities from below by leaders who know the conditions on the ground are better than those policies that are dictated from above, from the ivory towers, from the heights of the halls of power, because you understand the situation in your area better than anybody else. And that is why I believe that many policies must rise bottom up. Not all must flow top-down. And this is how we view our 17 Sustainable Development Goals. It is our commitment to solving the problems of today while ensuring a better tomorrow. It means fueling rapid growth, which uplifts the poor and rewards productivity without compromising the ability of future generations to meet those needs. It means building better and more without abusing our natural resources, preserving natural capital, such that our children can still continue to live off the interest. That, in essence, is the purpose of the SDGs. These 17 ambitious targets serve as the dials on the global dashboard. They ensure that nations will keep generating shared growth without draining the Earth's resources. In other words, the SDGs can only be achieved through unified action. Only by working together, one municipality at a time, can we build a better Philippines and bring the Bagong Pilipinas that we dream of into fruition. And this is where the localization of the SDGs matters. The best practice is to learn from each other while adapting to context. Each LGU has its own strengths and limitations, which must all be taken into account. Each LGU must act, but always in accordance with its capabilities and the needs of its people. Each LGU has a unique vantage point in localizing the SDGs. International and national agencies may view the bigger picture, but you, our municipal mayors, have the clearer lens to craft and implement programs and projects that are aligned with the SDGs to improve the quality of life of your constituents. In like manner, must the national government place itself at the ground level to see what works. That is imperative. You are on the front lines of action. You are our invaluable partners in this endeavor for sustainable growth. So to be clear, we are not just pumping you up so that to delegate to you all the responsibility of governance. This administration remains committed to achieving these SDGs. In 2024, the national government will spend 457.41 billion pesos for climate change expenditures. This includes 375.45 billion pesos for water security, 18.19 billion pesos for sustainable energy, 6.48 billion pesos for environmental and ecological stability. We will spend a total of 2.09 trillion on social services. But the national government cannot act alone. We must harness the power of LGUs, as well as civil society organizations, the private sector, and communities towards achieving the SDGs within the committed timeline. We laud your efforts to localize the SDGs. As municipal leaders, you are agents of positive change towards sustainable development. By promoting community participation and engaging your constituents in decision-making processes, you foster a culture of citizen empowerment and community development. The work of securing the future of our children requires brave, bold visions and bold action. It is building what is grand instead of being content with what is piecemeal. It is the courage to start projects with long building timelines. Kahit lumampas na sa mga termino natin, kailangan pa rin natin isipin na hindi na bale kung hindi tayo kikilalanin. There is a saying, very clear saying, if there is much that can be achieved if people are not fighting for the credit. Basta alam na natin, maganda yung ating ginawa, marami tayong natulungan, gumanda ang buhay ng ating mga constituent, sapat na yun. In that way, we serve the greater good instead of meekly setting for short gestation periods that are only high in optics and in gimmickry. It is about going for ambitious projects that span several terms, without regard for who will inaugurate them when completed, instead of picking ones that are ribbon-cutting ready before elections and the campaign. Hindi naman natin maiwasan talaga yan. Dahil meron talaga tayo dapat ipakita na meron tayong nagawa at meron tayong mga bagong na ilagay sa ating mga constituencies. Ngunit, ang ating ginagawa ngayon is we are trying to transform. I am hoping that this administration, I'm working very hard to make this administration a transformational one. At ibig sabihin yan ay marami talaga tayong kailangan palitan structurally. Bakit natin kailangan gawin yun? Kailangan natin gawin yun dahil nagbago na talaga ang mundo. At hindi na tayo maaring, hindi na maaari na yung ginagawa natin, yung dati pa natin ginagawa. Kailangan na natin mag-isip ng mga bagong pagtugon sa mga problemang hinaharap natin dito sa lokal, pati na sa international sa global economy at sa pag-usog ng teknolohiya. At kaya kailangan paghandaan natin. Hindi ito nagagawa sa isang taon. Hindi nagagawa ito sa madalian. Ito ay dahan-dahan nating pinapalitan ang bureaucracy ng Pilipinas, ang partnership between the government and private sector, ang pagsasama at pagkakaisa ng national government at saka local government. Kaya madalas kong sabihin, mandate should not be wasted on petty things. It should be used for grand things. Napakalaking bagay na ibinoboto tayo at linalagay tayo sa mga matataas na posisyon na ating inuupuan. Kaya't gamitin natin na mabuti ang ibinigay sa atin na tiwala ng taong bayan upang talaga namang kahit na hindi na tayo ang kinikilalang gumawa, basta't may mas magandang nangyari para sa ating constituency. May mas magandang buhay ang ating mga kababayan. Yun ang mahalaga. So once again, I congratulate the LMP for its commitment to localizing the SDGs. Seeing all of you here, again persuades me that more than ever, unity, inclusivity, sustainability are not just academic concepts, but are being actualized in all our municipalities. Mayor JB, and to the whole LMP, let us continue to work tirelessly towards making Bagong Pilipinas a reality, one municipality at a time, in partnership with all our stakeholders, with the national government, with the private sector, with civil society, and of course, with our constituents. And I wish you all the best of luck. Asahan ninyo na lagi naman andito ang national government na nakikinig sa local government dahil kailangan namin marinig kung ano ba ang tunay na pangangailangan ninyo. At uulitin ko yung madalas kong sinasabi, dapat pakinggan ng mga local government executives dahil unang-una, kayo lang ang nakakaalam sa lugar ninyo. Wala nang mas expert kaysa sa inyo sa sitwasyon dun sa lugar ninyo. Ngunit, ay ang dala naman ninyo ay hindi laging problema lamang. Kasama rin dyan ang mga suggested solutions. Dahil nasa sa inyo, alam din ninyo kung ano yung maaring gawin. Yung solusyon sa isang bayan, hindi necessarily na dahil effective yun sa isang bayan, dadalhin mo sa kabilang bayan, effective din yun. Hindi. Kailangan natin tignan ng mabuti ang sitwasyon ng bawat local government unit. Kailangan ng national government pakinggan ang lahat ng report at saka suggestion at saka problema na nangyayari sa iba't ibang local government units. At ang trabaho naman ng national government ay magbigay ng guidance na dito natin ipapatungo ang ekonomiya. Dito natin papupuntahin ang ating sistema ng politika. Dito ang ating pagpalit. Dito ang mga pagbabago. At yan ang guide. Kaya sama-sama natin, paghusayan natin at sa palagay ko, pagka tayo ay nagkaisa at tuluyan natin pagkakaisahan ang trabahong ibinigay sa atin ng ating mga constituent ay magiging matagumpay ang transformation ng ating minamahal na Pilipinas tungo sa Bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Magandang hapon sa inyo. Mabuhay ang LMP.